Okay, in this video, we'll try and understand the government intervention in the labour markets and the national minimum wage and national living wage. Now, before I start explaining the diagram, it is imperative, let's jot down what the current national minimum wage is. So, national minimum wage for workers between the age of 21 to 24 is £6.95, which is from October 2016. This is for people, if this video is older, then you should go and find out what the national minimum wage is and the national living wage. The current national living wage for people above 25 is £7.20. Okay. Now we are going to try to understand the government intervention. So let's say in the free markets, we've got the demand curve, your DL, and we've got the supply of labor curve. And at this point, the free markets, this is the labor equilibrium, and let's say that is the wage rate or the wage equilibrium, and we can the government feels at WELE, let me make notes over here, at the market clearing wage rate the government feels the market is misallocating resources as workers are being underpaid, and it may also lead to unemployment. As people will not work and stay on benefits due to lower wages. Okay, so what the government does is it intervenes in the market, and it sets, first thing is the national minimum wage for 21 to 24 at £6.95. So we can say we copy this. Okay, and we can see the demand for labor will fall to, let's say, LD, and the supply will increase as more people will enter the labor markets due to high wages, LS. The difference between the LD-LS is the unemployment. But this is just because of the national minimum wage. We need to include the national living wage, which is much higher than £6.95. So what I'm going to do is, let's change the style, outline, dashes, at £7.20. Now, why do you think the government has raised this national living allowance for the 25 and above at £7.20? What is the reason for this?
Ensure higher pay.
Yeah, why 25 and over are being paid a higher wage as compared to 21 and 24 for a similar job?
Because theoretically they have a higher MRPL.
Nope. Because they have more expenses, such as mortgage, families.
Okay.
So, discrepancy being that if you're just 25, for same work or similar work, than a younger worker, as it's assumed.
Is the national living wage enforceable? Do they have to pay that?
Expenses. Sorry, it is compulsory, mandatory, yeah, by law. Otherwise, you'll be penalized. And this will then further generate, let's say, unemployment. After both wages are considered, the national unemployment figure will go up to LD2, LS2. So it's going to increase. Now, is that really the case? What's happening to the UK unemployment? Is it increasing or is it falling?
It's falling.
Why do you think then that is the case?
Because that only really applies to certain job markets, isn't it?
No, to all of them. Yeah, recently the UK.
Well, no, but that only applies to some job markets in the UK because not all. It's not gonna because not all LEs. Not all let them.
No, I'm talking about not because that's valid in the UK, isn't it? The reason that the unemployment has been falling because the wage rise, the difference between 695 and 720, is that a large difference or a small difference?
It's a pretty small difference.
It's a pretty small difference, isn't it? So recently the UK unemployment has been falling, and this could be due to several reasons. So small difference in wage. What about productivity?
Productivity is rising, isn't it? Slowly.
Yes, may have gone up, yeah. Could be just the economy is booming. Let me just...
Booming's a bit generous.
Yeah,
Is rising.
is booming as... as the wage is the single biggest contributor to household income and further expenditure, because that's what's being spent. Are we happy with this?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Can I just label this as unemployment?